Here's Brody Brazil.
Patrick Marleau is the first Shark to ever have his number retired. And I don't think that comes as a surprise when you're Mr. Shark. Let's be honest. It was 12 or 19, and 12 was a Shark, the first Shark.
Yeah.
So whatever you want to say about Patty, I want to hear that. And I also want to know, like, Joe's obviously next.
Yeah.
And then is there anybody else we should do?
Doug's number 24.
Yeah.
You know, I'm pretty biased about that,
Yeah.
but he would be
first
a guy that
first
would be
captain, and then a lot more after that.
You know, if I had my way, that first team, I would put like 10 of those jerseys up there. Honestly, I would.
Just for surviving.
Just for surviving, and you know, you look at that first team, and you look at Doug, general manager, Dean Evison, coaching in the league, Mike Sullivan, Stanley Cup champion, coaching in the league. Rob Zettler, coaching in the league. Yeah, there's a lot of good guys that came through that, and it shows you what kind of people they were. But with Patty Marleau, I don't even know what to say about Patty. I mean, he's from Anna Royne, Saskatchewan, so automatically he's a good person. When Patty first came in the league, it wasn't easy for him. Yeah, as a young guy that he was, but he had Daryl Sutter as a head coach. Daryl Sutter now is very different from Daryl Sutter then, obviously. It was a different type of coaching. Daryl's hard on the young guys. Yeah. And there were times where Patty had to talk to Kelly Rudy or Mike Vernon, who he lived with the Rudy family. Right. And Vincent Damphus and Tony Granato and all those terrific guys that he was around, those veterans that made him help shape who he is. And what the great story is about Patty, about all those older guys, especially the Rudy family who took him in. And, there's stories that Kelly will tell where Patty was, helping Kelly and Donna put together the dollhouse for the kids for Christmas. That's the type of guy Patty was. But then Patty gets to Toronto and pays it forward to
Marner,
Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. The other day online, there's Joe Thornton with Mitch Marner on a dock somewhere with both of them sporting really good tans, and Joe with the smallest bucket hat I've ever seen.
I saw that too. I know what you're saying.
Isn't that funny? Yeah. Isn't that funny? But with Patty Marleau, I was privileged to watch a boy grow into a man, grow into a husband and a father and a star. It was a privilege. It was an honor, but he never acted like that. Like he was just Patty. Right. But there were times, Patty. There were times with Patty, like, come on, give me more. Right. And Mike Babcock, former coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs and Detroit Red Wings, Stanley Cup champ, Olympic champ, triple gold coach, as a matter of fact. One day he's from Saskatchewan too. One day he said to me, he said, "Hey, I was listening to your broadcast last night. And you were too fond of Patty Marleau." And I went, "Yeah, he leaves me wanting." And Mike and I have known each other since we were about 14 years old. Mike looks at me and gave me the same line Daryl Sutter did once, which was, sometimes, Drew, you don't know what the you're talking about. And I looked at him and I went, "Explain it to me then, big fella." And he explained it to me and went back and then start watching Patty a little closer. And of course, Mike was right. You don't become, that successful as a coach without being right a lot. So Patty had a fire that burned quiet, right, but still burned hot, right. But he was able to, because of his rookie years, being around the veterans he was able to be around, he was able to control the ups and downs. Didn't mean he didn't care. Right. He was just in more control.
People didn't see every single part of it. I totally agree.
But overall with Patty, it was an honor to be around him all these years.
I'm so glad that the franchise has cracked the ice on this. I mean, 30 plus years and no name and number up there. And there have been worthy candidates. And I guess Patty, in the last couple decades, you realize, like, okay, he'll be the first. But I'm glad that they're moving on this, because I think it just makes it easier down the road. And it might even open up some doors, to your point about Doug or anybody else. I know a lot of people say 11 could. The other common numbers I hear, 11 and 20 are another one. I think people would throw Urbe's name in there. But again, it's like, what, who, when, what, it's hard to quantify all this stuff. It's impossible. But I'm just glad that we have one, and pretty soon I'm sure we'll have two, and very likely 3 and 4.